Hi everyone, today we are here in the south of Sardinia, close to Kia. A very nice location. I think it's the right place to try the new Irix holder that I got to try in preview with two filters. That's the new set that Irix is presenting soon to the market. The model is IFH 100, and they also present a set of slot filters. We're gonna try the 10 stops filter and the reverse graduated filter that is probably a very nice basically combination during the day. The best situation is for sure sunset, but we can do something with them as well. So I'm gonna show you how to mount it. It's very easy. I'm using a Irix 15mm lens, and the holder slides in directly on the lens barrel. How to make it easier? We have to remove this ring that slides in exactly at basically at the bayonet holder where it goes the sun protector, and then this one will slide in like this, and the filter holder is on. Nice thing is that we can still use the original lens cap. I'm gonna open now the 10 stops filter. Here it is. And this part is gonna go on this side of the lens. We are ready with this filter. And right now I'm not gonna need the reverse graduated filter, as this is a perfect filter that we can use when the sun is setting or going down. Why? Because it's very dark exactly in the middle here, and then gradually goes back to a less dense filter. So it's perfect when the sun is very close to the horizon. In this way we can compensate for it exactly in that part of the frame. I'm not gonna use this in this case. We're gonna see it later today at sunset, but I want to show you what is possible to do with a 10 stop during the day. In this case, what we can get is an exposure of 20 seconds using this 10 stop filter. So even during the day we can use a long exposure for a creative effect on the water like here. And what we can also use, as we have the space, we can use a polarizer in a slot format. So we can use we can combine a polarizer and a neutral density filter together. I'm gonna shoot in vertical position, so we're gonna recompose. And take a picture. Now we have a 20 seconds exposure, and we just have to wait. So this is what we could get basically during the day. Very strong sun, not perfect condition at all for landscape photography, but we're gonna see at sunset. Maybe we're lucky, we get some more clouds, and we can make the use of the long exposure a bit more creative and nice. So let's see what we can get later today. So one of the nice things of this holder is that you can quickly remove it, put back in the bag. You can put again the lens cap for protection, and you are ready to store this. On the other side, I really love the 15mm Irix lens. It became quickly my favorite lens for landscape photography. 15 millimeters on a D750 full frame, so exactly 15 millimeter equivalent. I love it, and what I love, apart from the sharpness and the very reduced distortion, is the fact that you have a selector here that tells you the hyperfocal distance, and basically if you shoot with an aperture of 16, you really are sure that everything is in focus, exactly what you want for a landscape photo. And this indicator here gives you indication that to have best condition of like a depth of field, you should put this infinite sign exactly there in the middle, and that's what you do once. Then you can lock, turn this basically screw or slider, I don't know how to call it, and you block the slider, and you are sure that the camera won't, like the lens, or by mistake you won't change the focus point, so the lens is going to be always in focus. What you do, you put f16 aperture, and then you just choose the shutter speed that you need for that combination of light. I do that on the Nikon D750. It's very important to enable the preview exposure. That function allows you to see directly on the screen of the camera the exposure that you're gonna get at the end, the real one. So what I put, minimum ISO, f16, and then you play with the shutter speed to see what you can get. Now we removed the filter, so obviously we cannot do a long exposure anymore. But as I showed you before, with the 10-stop filter, you can do that also during the day. Hi everyone, still in Sardinia, testing out a new Irix holder and some filters. That's my camera shooting right now without any filter. I'm gonna mount now the Irix holder, and we're gonna use a filter, the one for 10 stop that we used. I showed you when I was using this afternoon. During the day, it's gonna be very dark, so we're gonna need a very long exposure, around 4 minutes. But that's what I want to use these fantastic clouds. There's a slight wind in this direction, and what you're gonna get in the photo is very nice stripes of clouds coming towards the camera. And this tower, we are now in Cagliari, is a very nice subject that we are gonna use. So let's mount now the Irix holder. We have to remove the sunshade. We have to remove the adapter ring and put this on the lens. Very quick. Then we can put the holder on it. And this is on. Now we are ready to mount the 10-stop filter. Let's see that it's aligned. There's no space for the light to enter, and we are ready. Let's take a photo and let's see what we can get. The settings right now, I'm shooting f16, ISO 100. I'm gonna shoot on in bulb mode. I'm gonna start with the 3 minutes exposure. Let's see what we're gonna get. Here we are, that's what we got, 3-minute exposure. We can see here very nice stripes from the long exposure. I think we still are gonna get better colors. The sunset just started. The sky is coloring now. I think it's gonna get even better. I changed the composition now. Let's see what we can get from here. Still we are on f16, ISO 100 and 3 minutes exposure. Bye.